Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Now, if you happen to be new here to my channel, I'm Christy and I am so glad that you stopped by today because I will be making a classic French dish called Coq Au Vin. Now, what this is basically a chicken stew that is cooked in a warm, rich, flavorful red wine sauce. It is just delicious. And this is a perfect meal to cook for a holiday dinner party, especially if you want to impress your family and friends. It's just so delicious. Now, I'm going to be going over the ingredients with you as I make it and walk you through it step by step. So hang with me today. It's a big day, guys. But the full recipe will be in the description box below. But it's that time. It's time to get started because it's time to cook. All right, the first thing that I'm going to do is fry up 3 pieces of bacon. Now, this bacon I have chopped into pieces, and I'm going to be using my oval-shaped cast iron Dutch oven for this today. So I just want to fry up the bacon until it's crisp. Okay, so while my bacon is frying up, I'm going to work on my chicken. Now, what I have here is 4 chicken thighs, and these have the skin on and they have the bone in, and I'm going to pat them all dry. You don't have to use skin on or bone in. You can use boneless, skinless, but I will tell you that the bone in chicken thighs just really, that bone really gives a good rich flavor to the chicken Coq Au Vin. I have the chicken thighs and I also have 2 drumsticks. And this is just depending on how many people that you are feeding. All right, so I just washed my hands, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to season this chicken with some salt and pepper. So once your bacon is nice and crispy, just remove it from the pan. And then I'm going to cook the chicken. I'm going to do this in batches. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. So I'm going to do 3 at a time. Go let this cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side until the skin is nice and crispy. All right, removing the last chicken thigh. All right, to the same pot, I'm going to add 1 yellow onion that I have chopped and about a cup of chopped carrots. I'm just going to cook these for a few minutes until the vegetables start to soften. All right, then I'm going to mince some garlic, and I've got 3 cloves here. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of a tomato paste. And you see the bottom of my pan, don't ever be afraid of that. That is flavor, flavor, flavor. We're going to deglaze this here in just a second. All right, so what I have here is a half of a cup of a sherry. You don't have to use this if you don't want to. There is red wine that's also in this, but the sherry just gives an added depth of flavor. So that was a half a cup of sherry, and then this is 1 cup of red wine. And I'm kind of scraping the bottom of my pan, deglazing it, pulling up all that delicious flavor. All right, then I have some chicken broth. Now, this is store-bought. You can use homemade if you like, but I'm going to add about 3 cups of this chicken broth. Then the bacon goes back in the pot, and then I'm going to put the chicken back in, along with that juice. Then I'm going to add a bunch of fresh thyme and 3 bay leaves. And I'm going to turn off the heat and cover it. All right, then I'm going to place it in a 350-degree oven for 1 hour. All right, so I just took my chicken out of the oven, and oh my goodness, guys, it looks and smells delicious. Now I only have a couple more things to do to finish this dish. The first thing is I'm going to saute some mushrooms. All right, so I'm going to melt a tablespoon of butter into a skillet. I'm going to remove the bay leaves and the thyme. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the fire underneath of my chicken Coq Au Vin. So what I have here is 8 ounces of mushrooms, and these are just white mushrooms. You can use cremini, I can't ever say that right, or even maybe a portobello, any kind of mushroom you like. I'm going to go ahead and season them with some salt and black pepper. All right, just going to give these a mix and let these cook. So while my mushrooms are sauteing, now I'm going to make a flour paste. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. It's French. I think it's beurre manie. I don't know if that's right. If it's not right, I apologize. But basically, I have 2 tablespoons of a softened butter, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour, and I'm just going to work this together till it forms a paste. All right, so as you can see, it makes a paste. Right, so my chicken is boiling here, and I'm just going to add this flour paste. And I'm just going to stir it in to the sauce. And this will make a thick, glossy, velvety, delicious sauce. My mushrooms are looking good. So now I'm just going to add them. Stir this all together. All right, I'm going to sprinkle with a little parsley right on top. All right, guys, I do want to mention that traditionally Coq Au Vin has pearl onions that is also added. However, I could not find any anywhere. There was no fresh, there was no frozen. So if that happens, don't stress. Just go without them. It's fine. But this is the moment that I have been waiting for all day. I'm so excited to eat this chicken Coq Au Vin. Now I'm serving it alongside of my garlic and herb mashed potatoes. And don't worry, you haven't missed anything. This video will be out next, so you'll see just how to make these delicious mashed potatoes. But you could serve this with egg noodles, you could serve it with rice, whatever you like. But you guys gotta check this out. All right, guys, so if you don't want the skin, obviously you can remove it, but just check this out. Just look at this. Oh, look how tender. Falls apart. Oh my goodness, guys. This will change your world, I'm just saying. This chicken is so tender. That sauce is so flavorful. Oh, the bacon and the wine. All right, guys, well, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you soon with more delicious recipes.